Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, today is I believe, let me see. Man, at times you lose track of these things. Tuesday, December 16, 2025. I just want to have a very quick broadcast early this morning. It's going to be a very short one, covering events that happened yesterday and possibly earlier this week. So we all know the recent stuff with respect to the family of the late president, Muhammad Buhari. So the wife has launched a book. So they are back in the news again. Launched a book just yesterday. Let's see some of the highlights.
The unveiling of the book, From Soldier to Statesman, the Legacy of Muhammadu Buhari.
Okay, so that's the book. That's the. I'll say this is just a frame,
will
right?
Now unveil the book and grab a copy each and show to the public.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. So that's it. It all went down, I believe, yesterday, live from Abuja, where she did, launch the book, The Family of the Late Former President Muhammadu Buhari. Let me just see if there are some highlights here that would be important for us. See. Okay. Duplicate. Here, this is it. Aisha Buhari recounts how Asurab gossip turned Buhari against her over death plots. That's part of what was in the book. Why Buhari didn't sack underperforming appointees. This will be one of the major disappointment that came from Buhari's, Buhari's administration. It was just kind of stalled from the get-go. From waiting for so many months for the appointment of the ministers to one handing over, which was good, to, what's it called? Handing over to Oshibajo, handing over to Oshibajo before he went for his first medical leave, and then subsequently not handing over to him. I mean, all of those stuff, I believe just made the whole presidency of Buhari to be shrouded in secrecy. Buhari's aide and minister really looted this country, 100%. 100%. They crippled Nigeria with corruption so bad, even the first lady, Aisha, reportedly got fed up. Ongoing investigation may uncover cases worse than Malami. I'm hearing things, and I truly hope they are not true. I think they may be true. I think they may be true. Why Aisha Buhari, why Buhari didn't sack underperforming appointees? Let me see here. They've disclosed that he didn't sack them. Let's see. The book was written by Dr. Charles Omole, chronicled the life, and times of the late president. Okay, let's see that. No longer see narrated. Aisha narrated in the book that on getting to the villa after the election, so many things changed, saying those who stood with her husband during the long years of opposition are no longer seen. They cut off almost everybody that supported Buhari, everybody that was instrumental to the election of Buhari. Bakari was not really, involved in the administration. Tinubu was also cut off. In fact, the plan was to render Tinubu useless during the years of Buhari. Let's see this. According to her, when she privately raised this concern and saw no change, she spoke publicly. Campaign star was on the outside, technocrats and loyalists and others on the inside. There was a growing gap between the promise of a movement and the reality of a government. They had money, they had people, but they didn't have the power to install a president, she says now. Yeah, they reduced Nigeria to a sitting room meeting. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. What Nigeria went through during the times of Buhari, especially towards the later years of Buhari, when he was really incapacitated with different sickness and all that, it's quite unfortunate. The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Remi Tinubu, joined Bola Tinubu, and also Dr. Aisha, President Adama, and all of that, from soldier to statesman. Well, you can actually contest that. Was he really a statesman? Was it really a statement? The legacy of Muhammadu Buhari. Yeah, we'll see highlights from the book since we start coming out. Aisha Buhari has revealed that late Muhammad Buhari began locking his room after a rumor claimed she wanted to kill him. Damn. So they got to him. They got to Buhari early on. And that's quite unfortunate. Let's see again. Why Buhari didn't sack underperforming ministers. Okay, let's see this. This is Bayo Anonuga talking about the launch of the book From Soldier to Statesman, The Legacy of Muhammad Buhari in one of the group photos. Okay, this is this is Charles Omole. So that was the guy that was actually presiding over the whole event yesterday. Let's see the pictures. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay, wow. That's that about that. Is this not the deputy Senate Speaker? Looks like him. I'm not sure if he's the one because I don't think he should be in this regalia, but again, it is what it is. Also from the book says, has for real, it says in the book From Soldier to Statesman, Mrs. Aisha Buhari explained that Buhari's severe health crisis in 2017, which led to a 154 days medical leave in the UK, resulted from disrupted nutrition and meal routine, not poison or a mysterious illness as widely speculated. I don't understand how a president would go for 154 days medical leave and not resign, and was actually gifted a second term. The dude got a second term after leaving the office for 154 days. And then there was a rumor. There was a rumor that possibly he was poisoned. I don't understand how that came from disrupted nutrition and meal routines, not poisoning or a mysterious illness as widely speculated. Why didn't we get the full doctor's report? Why didn't we get to know what was happening? That's the problem, because we've not strengthened the whole institution in the country. And it's quite unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, again, the book is out, and then we'll see that. Buhari locked his room over gossip that I wanted to kill him, says ex-first lady. Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can see any major highlights from YouTube on the book launch. Aisha Buhari. This Farouk Lawan Ahmed news is getting heated. Like, it's getting heated right now as we speak. Let me just focus. Aisha Buhari book launch. Let me see if there are other things. Okay. Yeah, nothing really. Okay, this is it.
Initiatives.
Oh, this is the daughter.
Nigerian Peace Corps.
Buhari's daughter gives emotional vote of thanks From Soldier to Statesman book launch. Okay. One of the daughters.
Your Excellencies, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Commander-in-Chief, GCFR, Your Excellency.
Wow, look at the resemblance. Actually, she looks more like Aisha.
The wife of the President, Senator Olurimi Tinubu, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Gambia.
Oh, so you have foreign dignitaries there.
Your Excellency, the wife of the Vice President, Hajiya Nana Shatima.
Mm-hmm.
Your Excellency, our dear mother, Dr. Aisha Muhammad Buhari.
Oh, she's a doctor. I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know she was a doctor. Okay.
His Eminence, the Sultan Sokoto, Your Majesty, Olu of Wari, and his wife.
Oh, that was the Olu of Wari.
Representatives of the Oba of Benin, distinguished leaders of our nation, elders, friends of our family, our dear family members, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our mother, Her Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Aisha Muhammad Buhari, my siblings, and the entire Buhari family, I thank you. Your presence today is a kindness we will not forget. You have honored our father and husband not only with your words, but also with your time, prayers, and embraces.
Okay.
Mr. President, our dear Daddy, thank you for being here and for the warmth of your tribute. You and our father shared a long journey of cooperation and service. Your words today carried that history with dignity and challenged all of us to turn memory into action for the good of Nigeria. We are forever grateful to you. To the First Lady, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, thank you for standing by a family with compassion and grace with your women folk, the wife of the Vice President, wife of the Senate President, wife of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, wives of the governors, female ministers, wives of the service chiefs, wives of the ministers,
a lot of wives,
of the senators,
a lot of wives,
of the members of the House of Representatives, and the Oluremi Tinubu Support Group.
Yeah.
You all reminded us that we are not alone. Your kindness gave us strength when we needed it the most.
Okay.
To our leaders across parties, governors, ministers, legislators, members of the judiciary, service chiefs, past and present, diplomats, traditional and religious leaders, thank you for standing with our family. You reminded us that beyond contest, there is country, and beyond offices, there is duty.
Okay, fair enough.
This book captures more than just a record. It captures a rhythm, the rhythm of a life lived with restraint, steadiness, and a stubborn belief that public office is a trust.
Public office is a trust, but again, a lot of people under your dad's leadership disappointed the nation. Your dad disappointed the nation. History, reveal after condolences and all that. History will reveal that Buhari was one of the worst presidents of Nigeria. And that's history. That's not me. I'm just saying. I mean, guy was out of office for 154 days in 2017. He didn't even say, okay, it's over. Let me just, let me give this to someone that really understands what he is doing. It got a 2019 again based on that, and it's quite unfortunate.
It is not a perfect story.
Oh, it's not.
Human story is.
It's not even close to a perfect story. It's not even close at all. It's not. Just let's not try to mince word here.
And it calls the next generation to build systems strong enough to carry good intentions all the way to good outcomes. To every young Nigerian listening, learn from his example: integrity, moderation, patience, and strive to go further. Build the institutions that make it easier to do what is right and harder to do what is wrong.
Okay.
If that becomes the legacy of the season, then our family's sorrow will be eased by a nation's progress. To the speakers and our gracious MC, thank you for bringing voice and structure to this event. To the protocol teams, security personnel, medical staff, ushers, media crew, and all unseen helpers who made this gathering possible, may you feel recognized and appreciated today.
Sure.
To the author, Mr. Charles Somoli, you have given our nation an honest book. You gathered facts, guarded testimonies, and resisted the temptation to make the story a story smaller than the man or larger than the truth. We are grateful for your scholarship and your care. Permit me a personal word.
Okay.
To many, he was the commander-in-chief. To us, he was simply Baba. We knew the quiet man whose prayer beads clicked softly before dawn. Okay. Whose smile was modest but sincere. And whose first question at home was never about power but about people. Are they?
If you love people, again, I repeat, you wouldn't have contested for 2019. If you love people, if you love the nation, you would have known at that point that it's over. Because again, the agility, the strength wasn't there. and also the technical know-how of how to run a state wasn't there. Okay.
Well, are they safe? Are we doing enough? Those simple questions guided his public life. We also sincerely wish to thank Mr. President for his dedication to completing the National Armed Forces PTSD Center project in Abuja, which President Buhari began. This is a vital facility initiated by the Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, DEPOA.
Okay, the man never knew this is the main cause that was brought upon Nigeria. I wish he had lived to see the evil he wrought on Nigeria. It's crazy. It's crazy. It really, 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 really messed the country up.
Aims to offer comprehensive assessment, treatment, support, and counseling to our military personnel. Thank you, Mr. President, for your backing in bringing this project to completion. To those who traveled long distances, who left busy schedules, who sent messages and who prayed to us in mosques and churches, thank you. We have read your notes. We have felt your prayers. In our grief, your kindness has been a refuge. We conclude with a prayer. May Almighty Allah have mercy on the soul of our father, late former President Muhammad Buhari. May Allah forgive his shortcomings and may Jannatul Firdaus. May Allah grant him Jannatul Firdaus. May he comfort our mother and our family. May he bless the president, guide our leaders, heal our land, and keep Nigeria in unity and peace. From our hearts to yours, thank you for today, for the honor you have shown, and for the hope you carry with you as you leave this hall. May God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Again, I mean, the book is also, I think there will be a lot of PR that would be done to just try and say, you know what, oh, it was operating under some unique circumstances. People around him tried to kind of betray him. People around him did not, you know, they were evil people and all that. But hey, bro, the person that Nigerians voted for, the person that, you know, got into the position was Muhammad Buhari. And you have to just judge him based on the result of what he did. And again, looking at all he did, it was more like he actually took the country into, like, he made the country eat rocks during his tenure, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's just that bad. People are still suffering. Look at the whole country. I mean, 8 years. Look at the whole country. His lack of education sacked Nigeria. His illiteracy destroyed Nigeria. Let him stay. Well, I mean, I leave that to him and God. But again, talking about his legacy, no legacy, bro. It's just messed up. So that was the highlight. That was part of the highlight, you know, of the book launch. A lot of stuff has been coming out. You know, and we've seen that people are saying that, you know, a lot of some of the ministers were actually against his success. We'll see what happens. People start digesting the book, and hopefully we'll see what happens. BUA billionaire rewards 510 employees with 30 billion cash gift. On December 13, Nigerian billionaire Abdul Samad Rabiu honored long-serving staff across the BUA cement, food, and other stuff. Okay, at the 2025 Night of Excellence Award, 5 employees received 1 billion each. Wow. 1 billion each. 5 got 500 million, and another took home sums from 5 million to 100 million for 10 to over 35 years of service. Rabiu called it appreciation, not payment, building on past support like a 50% salary hike in 2024 and pandemic bonuses. The gesture underscores BUA focus on shared growth amid Nigeria challenging job market. Wow, that's not bad. That's not bad. 5 staff received $690,000 each. He's the CEO of... This guy has been a silent achiever. I'm not sure most people know about it, you know, and has been really working behind the scene, you know. He has the BUA cement. I think he has BUA sugar. He has all of those stuff. He's an industrialist, and that's it. Okay, honoring the years, the effort, the dedication. Okay, this is him here. Let's see what he has to say.
Just celebrating long service. We are celebrating loyalty.
Okay, loyalty and all that. I don't know why I had to put that song in there.
You developed the systems.
Okay.
You manage. No amount of money can
So this guy is a millionaire now, right?
Years of dedication.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
your loyalty, and your passion are.
Okay, I guess these are guys that stood with him all through. Yeah, BUA Group, BUA Cement, BUA Foods. Yeah, I think Dangote should also do something like that, right? Yeah, I think he should also do something like that. But that's massive. I mean, giving a staff ₦1 billion, for staying with him for years. I think that's commendable. A great billionaire, he values his staff welfare so much. First 100K I got in my life was with BUA Foods, Apapa, Lagos. I was an intern then. One day at the office, my boss asked for my bank account details, and immediately I got an alert. It was zakat money from Abdul Samad Rabiu. Yeah, quiet guy and all that. Okay, Minister of Castina hugging a man who is not Mura. This is terrible. I guess this was at the event, right? Yeah, again, I mean, I don't know what to make of that news, but it is what it is. Yeah, so yeah, that's an interesting twist to all of these. We're waiting for Dangote's check too. Let's see what happens with Dangote's check. I think Dangote is still heavily investing, and that is celebrating a memorable night of excellence at BUA Group. BUA Group, where dedication, sacrifice, and years of services were rightly honored. This reflects the humanity, of Chairman Abdul Samad Rabiu in recognizing and honoring the individuals behind the success. A reminder that leadership is about people. So this is the woman that has been going viral, saying that she did that. Let me see. Okay, that's her. I'm not gonna play that. Yeah, there's this news that has been trending about Akpabio. I saw one of the reasons why I don't respond to some of this news about death and illness is that, except it comes from the family member or someone very close, you're gonna see what happens. So now they're saying that the Nigerian Senate President Akpabio debunks London hospitalization rumor. So Shore had actually said that he was actually flown in a private jet to London because he was in a crisis, he was in an emergency. And again, I just didn't cover that. I also saw Adiola Fayewu. Adiola Fayewu also made that please pray for Akpabio. Look at it, 1 day ago. Please pray for Akpabio.
But I have sources in London who have confirmed that the Nigerian Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, is presently on admission at a London hospital. Allegedly.
Okay, again, I mean, there are sources and all that. And this is him here. Sahara reporters, Sahara reporters allege Akpabio was hospitalized after collapsing, missing a key budget session on December 15, where Senator Ekachi stood in for him. The story cited anonymous sources and a private jet from billionaire Dangote. Akpabio team dismissed the claim and photo confirmed his presence presiding over plenary in Abuja. The Senate directed the National Security Advisor to probe the false reporting amidst frustration over leaders seeking care abroad despite local hospital. Yeah, money is what Nigerians worship. The evil that's killing Nigeria. How come a man is so wealthy when an average Nigeria is in their need? That's a fair question. Again, I think it's just the system of the world, and that's why the government, and I'm going to put this on the government, needs to do more for the people. But again, look at what's happening even in the United States. Elon Musk, as of yesterday, was worth $680 billion. Not Naira. $680 billion. They've projected that Elon Musk is going to be worth $1 trillion in the nearest future. $1 trillion. One person. So again, which of the systems should we use? It's also been shown that when you have socialism, at the end of the day, it ends up destroying wherever it gets to. Look at Venezuela. A lot of socialist countries end up getting destroyed. So again, I'll believe that if someone is bringing goods and services to the marketplace and people can buy it, I think the entrepreneur have a way to actually add more value than even an average government. But that being said, the government's job is to ensure that there's an enabling environment. There is sufficient law against antitrust. You want to put that in there. And again, the people should be taken care of. Of course, there'll be people that would definitely be stuck in any society, but we'll see what's going to happen. Venezuela is because of sanctions. No, Venezuela was already going down, even before the sanctions. if you go read their history, they went into full socialism. And the thing with socialism is that the first few years it starts, everybody seems to be happy. You go against the rich, you take the rich wealth and start distributing. The problem is at some point, there's no longer a rich person that you can take from. You know, so every nation uses a combination of both. I think, yeah, you're trying to find a middle ground. You know, seems to be the best. You need to take care of your poor population. You need to take care of those that are stuck. You need to take care of those that are disabled and those that, you know, don't have a means to get by. But at the same time, if you want to go full socialism, what happens is that the nest keeps what? Getting smaller of those you can tax and all that. Too much tax at the end of the day will make the nation, okay, to have people that will just be depending on those that pay tax. And that's what's happening. I mean, we can see the outcry with taxation starting in Nigeria, January 2026. I think you finding a middle ground should be good. Don't compare for mocks because it worked in scientific breakthrough. Fair capitalism is what is needed, not the Nigerian stealing and conniving. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about BUA Cement and BUA Group, but I also think that these people are doing stuffs. I mean, let's talk about politicians that do nothing but steal. Oligarchy, capitalism always leads to oligarchy or crony capitalism. So that's where you have to ensure that trust is also, you know, that there's a good law that supports trust and all that and go fairly against antitrust. But even if we get to the United States, people are also saying that Elon Musk has been a beneficial, you know, of certain largesse from the government. Okay, Obama, you know, supported Tesla, of which, to put it on record, Elon Musk did pay back all those loans that he got. So again, you cannot remove, you know, the influence that these people have on the government and how the government helps them. SpaceX, okay, SpaceX is also a beneficiary of government contract. Again, rightly put, there's been a lot of technological breakthrough. There's been a lot of value add coming from Elon Musk. But that's that about that. Capitalism always leads to oligarchs or crony capitalism. Yeah, so when it gets to the extreme, you have to actually watch that. I believe that we've gotten to the point in the United States where they need to also look at that, where, you know, you have just this one person, they can actually lobby Congress, they can buy congressmen and women, okay, to be able to ensure that things are done to their favor. I mean, there's been a lot of complaints against Amazon where the little guy selling on Amazon has been stifled. You bring in a product, it does very well. The next thing you just see Amazon Basic also selling that same product. And there's been a lot of stuff about that. So you just have to be able to do that. You're just too simplistic in my analysis. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you could, if you want the complex stuff, you can go deeper, but I just don't want to dwell on that. Don't always go to America. You're constructing a favorable argument for Dangote and co. Okay. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. Yeah, I agree with you that in a way, you know, Dangote, I would say Dangote has benefited from the government, and but at the same time also, what about BUA Cement? Okay, because there was actually a time when this guy, Samad of BUA Cement, actually did write to the government, challenging the government of them being, them choosing Dangote as a favorite. Okay, and I'm saying that you have these two things. Let's look at it. Okay, NNPC. The government have spent almost the equivalent amount that Dangote has spent on his refinery on the national refineries, and it's not working as of today. Okay, we've spent literally billions of dollars, okay, on our national refineries, and it's not working to today. They came out with, okay, fine, it started to work and all of those. And then you have this guy that has benefited a lot from the government and is trying to make his refinery work, despite the fact that he has a lot of sabotage. So what do? Okay. Yeah, you can always, you know, go into that rabbit hole of, you know, trying to get every dollar and all that. On this show, I've been critical of Dangote. I know that he got some great favor from the government. He got dollars at a very ridiculous cheap rate and all that. But at the same time, right, there are some things that it's just difficult to change. Okay, yeah, so that's that. You must have a balance. Let's just move on. So this is the news for Akpabio, where there was hard news that came out from Adiola Fayo saying that he got, the news that he was actually in an emergency. And then also Sahara also reported to it. Dear Lord, we offer him to you as a burnt offering. What does this even mean? Okay, but now he's actually presiding on the budget session today, and this is him. Let me see if he addresses that issue. Okay, this was still December 14. Okay. Let me just see if I can find that. Okay, this is 1 day ago. Okay, a lot of people actually carried the news, and that's just unfortunate. Again, 6 hours ago, we should all pray for him. Yeah, let me see. And then let me see if they have any session today. I think they do have a session today. NAS TV. Okay, this was streamed 1 hour ago. Let me see that.
For large-scale importation of food products. Code waiver breeze. When
okay. I can. They're not even showing us anything here. But again, he did actually preside, from what I gathered. He did preside on today in the Senate, and that's it. Who is this guy? Look at the cronies. Government destroyed Element Refinery, Warri Refinery, and the powers organized it to build the refinery. Okay, Niger was great, only to be destroyed to set up an alternative cement companies. Niger Cement was great, okay, only to be destroyed to set up alternate cement companies. Okay, why was it destroyed in the first place? Why was it destroyed in the first place? Okay. Again, you have to look at everything, you have to look at everything the way I would say in a very holistic form. Okay. We had all these things. Nitel. So can we also say Nitel was destroyed as a result to set up Globalcom or to set up all this other stuff? Airtel, Etisalat and the likes, MTN and the likes. There is a level of inefficiency that comes with government, and it's not just Nigeria. Again, you may say I go all around the world. We're all humans. It's not just Nigeria. There's corruption, when it comes to, number one, government institutions. Number two is this, that at some point, you have to also understand that the private individual is being rewarded when they're able to bring something to the marketplace. When government fails, more often than not, they are not being disciplined. They're not being disciplined. In fact, they get more appointment, they get more promotion because politics is at bay. So at some point, you have to understand that for you to be able to allocate capital, okay, you must be able to understand that where will these things be effectively utilized. Because for you to do anything in government, you have to go through different, there's what we call red tape. Okay, and that's just it. It happens in Russia until Putin's come in and fix it. When again, with respect to that, so which model do you want? Because even in Russia also, you have to also still answer to somebody. Effectively, the oligarchs are the ones also running Russia with Putin. So again, I kind of get where people are coming from when they're like, individuals are being elevated and it's also detrimental to the people. But let's even look at basic stuff that the government is in charge of, like hospitals, like primary schools. Everybody here talking, I believe that your kids, if you're in Nigeria, you wouldn't have sent your kids to private primary school. And should we not fix the system? We should fix the system. Okay? We should fix the system, but at some point, we also have to understand that Putin is running the oligarchs, not the other way around. Okay, yeah, I agree. If he's running the oligarchs, not the other way around, do we want Tinubu to be running the oligarchs in Nigeria? I'm just trying to own it to the Nigerian system. Do we want him to be running the oligarchs in Nigeria? I don't think the Putin's model, is the best model around the world. But while I still hold it that people that are at the lower end of the society needs to be taken care of, I believe that capital is more effective in the hands of individual. The Chinese government is running the oligarchy with efficiency. I think the Chinese model seems to be great, until you speak against the power and then you disappear like Jack Ma. Okay, so yeah, that's that about that. Let me just see what's happening online. I don't have so much again to talk about. Just look at the news and other things. Please, you guys should stop mocking Pella. All he needs is encouragement to get better. Stop using our pain to mock us. Pella is a very sweet boy and maybe a little bit stupid also, and needs your support to come back online. I love him. We need all of this stuff. Okay, that's fine. Just for you, for those who don't know, Pella was involved in an accident which I think was deliberate, okay, with respect to they said he was going through some heartbreak. That's that about that. We will block Tinubu's house in Lagos to protest if he doesn't sack the DG BPP. Okay, let me see this.
Give that face when the president will be having his holiday embodied on Lagos. We will be here to welcome him with peaceful protest until Dr. Adedoku is removed from office. That is our stand. That is the stand of Nigerians. That is what we want. That is what is good for Nigeria. We don't have any reason to hate anybody. We don't have any reason to be against anybody. But what we are against is corruption. What we don't want is corruption. What we don't want is having sacrifice in the fight against corruption. We are here to call for the sack of the DG of Bureau for Public Procurement, Dr. Adedoku. We are here to call for the sack of his chief of staff, Oladewaju Obasa. We are here to call President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to relieve them of the appointment. We are here to tell the chairman of EFCC to make a recommendation to the president using his good office to call for the suspension of the DG for a seamless investigation. Give that face when the president will be having his holiday embodied on Lagos. We will be here to welcome him with peaceful protest.
Okay, yeah. Again, this is just people just fighting over contracts and all that. Just going through stuff. I'll soon be off. Okay, Doris Ogala comes for D1. So this is the lady allegedly that said that Chris Okafor, okay, that pastor dumped her to go marry someone else. There's been a lot of story around that.
D1, don't worry. The money they paid you, you are working for it.
Okay.
It's fine. But you remember that I made a video. You made a video. You took a video and posted an old preaching of Chris and attached my picture. I made a video and I said, with due respect, you guys should not attach my picture to it. And you came to my DM. You apologized to me. You said, sorry, man, that you picked that thing from Twitter or whatever. And then you said you want me to enlighten you more because in your video you said it was not adding up that I'll be in my husband's house.
Okay, I think I have someone that is just maybe it's a bot or what. I don't know who this is. Let me see if I can actually. Okay, let me see if I can take this person off. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay.
And I'll be sending Chris video of my body, right, touching my breast. And what did I do? I said, don't worry, I'm not, the matter is out there already now. Okay. He don't already send the video to his lawyer. They don't send that to people. They say, no, beside they hide. Now he make me scream munch my chat with Chris, where that video is inside, where my breast came out.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sending it. I will fight Chris with only truth.
Okay.
Anybody who leaves me at this point, okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to lose a lot of people and I'm also going to miss a lot of people. God will filter bad people around me and bring. A lot of people have reached out to me. 3 other people that he promised marriage.
Oh. So I guess he was just using these ladies for relationship, whatever. So he's promised other people. So she's not the only one. She's just the only person speaking out right now. This is a lady that said a pastor in Lagos, I don't even know much about him, promised him marriage. And as a result of that, dumped them to just marry someone else. Again, I'm saying that you just have to be smart, okay?
3 other people, and they sent me with proof with his naked body. They have sent me video of his naked body in his bedroom.
Oh, it gets
people that he
interesting.
promised marriage and he did the same thing too. I'm not the only victim.
So if he has promised you marriage and all that, and you're taking his picture at the moment where he's not aware, again, I don't even know why this guy is still a pastor, just to even start with. It's crazy how this guy is still a pastor as we speak today.
So it's not about lie.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so that's it. I thought so. Sahara reporter said Akpabio was rushed to the hospital yesterday afternoon. Let's look at it. Okay, this is him here coming down from the jail. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. But again, a lot of this news, you just have to be careful to be able to vet it to be sure that it's not a rumor and all that. Okay. Okay, so this is the video that he was talking about. Okay, she was talking about rather. All right, thanks, guys. Just a very quick broadcast, like I earlier said. I'm gonna be coming back later today. Thanks for the chats. Thanks for the comments. Please help like, share, subscribe, and catch you guys